Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Today is hopefully going to be a little short update, but we'll see. There's just a couple of things I really need to show you. The Bearable Bull on Twitter went on to say, people either have no knowledge of XRP whatsoever, truly don't want you to get rich, or both at the same time. And this is actually a reply to Esoteric Trading Solutions, who stated, Marius Kramer from Quora said this about XRP in relation to its fundamentals. XRP, while they have a promising platform, they still have almost no clients using it really. Is this guy on drugs or something? Fair dinkum. XRP has millions of clients and it's the best fundamentals. Both here, Esoteric Trading Solutions and Quora, I guess from Marius Kramer, are a little bit strange. Because Esoteric here says they have millions of clients. Well, that's a little bit over the edge. But Marius Kramer here is actually quite well known in the realms here. And as you can see, people are quite fired up about this. I like his opinion on crypto as a whole, but he just does not get XRP. He has even gone back and forth with Joel Katz about XRP decentralization, and he doesn't get it. Simon says, this statement is correct. 24 companies out there, out of the 1,000 is relative to almost nobody. You can see why both here are a little bit strange. There's actually not that many using XRP in reality, but on the contrary, he's saying almost no, which is also very far from the truth. And the general question is here, which message should you be supporting? Should you be supporting the message of, yeah, they're nothing, they're going to get nothing, or millions and doing really good, whatever. I just personally think that both there are not completely in the right, and they're just on a really good path towards something great, and whatever's happening right now is going pretty good. I cannot complain. All the developments I've been seeing here for the last couple of weeks have really been blowing my mind. Community is at one of the best points for me as well. It's really been an amazing time. But yeah, Spring came out and said on Twitter, our partner engineer, Mayor, describes the importance of running XRP Ledger validators. Now, we also know that Sologenic, which is a project built on the XRP Ledger, which we briefly discussed in the previous video, is also now running a new competition for people to create a XRP validator. I believe that's what they're doing the competition for. Don't quote me on. No, you can't quote me. I believe that was what the competition was for. But I recommend you guys all to read this little article here. It's on the spring.io website by Mayor Bahandri, and it's just really good. It gives you guys a little rundown of why you should be doing it, what's the difference, why, gives you a little bit of control, and how you're helping the whole decentralization and the whole system. Maybe not you specifically to go do it, but really the cool importance behind why anybody would do it. And whatever. Duality XRP says on Twitter, never sell all your XRP. And this made me think, and that's also the reason why I decided to cover it in the video. I could have also said never sell XRP or sell your XRP whenever you want to. Both are really basically the same thing. You might be asking, Dusty, you're full of S, you're full of shizzle, because what are you saying? Well, hear me out. Your opinion about XRP matters in this. Do you think XRP is going to get to great values? And if you answered yes to that question, then what I just said is going to be correct. Why? Well, what are you going to do with your money in the end, right? If XRP goes to, for example, $100 per coin and you have 1,000, let's say you have 10,000 XRP, you're going to have $1 million worth of XRP. But let's say this takes another 10 years, at which, hopefully this whole world will have adopted the cryptocurrency. What are you going to do with your XRP, right? You're most likely just going to spend it as if you would have done it with all your US dollars. And even if we still use dollar values to measure our XRP, then, what are you going to need US dollars for if you can spend everything in XRP? And if you're a real believer in XRP, you're going to also believe that you're going to most likely be able to buy everything at one point with XRP. So now the only question you should be having here is, should you ever use XRP to buy something, not if you should be selling your XRP for US dollars. If the question was, should you ever use your XRP? If this question was asked differently, never get rid of XRP, then I would have disagreed, because what are you keeping it for? all the values do not matter then. You might be rich on paper, you might have $10 billion, but if you never sell one single XRP, you might still forever be poor. For example, you have $1,000 a month right now, or let's say even less, you have $10 a day, $300 a month. You might have $1 bazillion in XRP, but if you never sell any of it, you're still always going to be, depending on where you are, not living that lavishly. So from that perspective, I would always say no. But you guys hopefully get my little story right there. Bank XRP went onto Twitter to state, Ripple Labs Indian property in New Delhi. Intellectual Property India report proposed to be used. Delhi. Currency exchange Sir/Aces online, real-time currency trading, cash management, namely facilitating transfers of electronic cash equivalents. Ripple Labs Inc. 268 Bush Street, San Francisco, California is where they bought it from, most likely, or whatever. But yeah, they just bought themselves a new property in New Delhi, or it's looking like they were going to. Some people are saying here, old and useless tweet. Bank said, don't like the content, move along. But I personally did not even know that they had this. Guess it might not be the newest news. Personally did not know, so I think it's still a pretty cool update. And even though I hear it's, I think 10/10, I did not even know they had it. And it might change something in the end. Is this when Ripple was actually founded? Because I think they bought this now, maybe 26th of, maybe they bought it back then. I want to say 26th of August, but I don't know if that means they bought it at that point, or if that means that this journal came out at that point, which means that they might have bought it earlier. I don't even know, guys. Doesn't really matter. I just found it really cool. Did not know about it, so I thought I should let you guys know as well. They might have some offices over there. There might be doing some other cool things right there. Maybe it's this little story right here that gives it more importance. I don't know. I just didn't know about it, so I thought it would be pretty cool. All right, then I found something else on Twitter, which I just quickly wanted to share because we already covered the majority. It's from Brandon. He said 2 days ago on 2/6, so that's the 6th of February. I always get confused with American and Europe dates because they're switched around, and it's really annoying when there's low numbers because sometimes you get confused. But in this case here, it says 2 days ago, so that was pretty easy to figure out. Cooperative Entertainment Inc. dismissed their own patent infringement lawsuit against Ripple with prejudice permanently. Seems like a settlement to me. The only case still outstanding is the securities lawsuit, which is pretty amazing. And as you can know, I covered this in my previous video, but I still thought I should quickly let you guys know that there was a couple of people who were already speculating about this a couple of days ago as well. But now we officially know what's been going on. It's closed. It's all good. It's a settlement. It's a pretty good settlement as well. And almost everybody in the community was really happy about this. I saw a couple of really cool reactions, so a couple of really happy people. And that always makes me happy as well, guys. You guys know how it works. If everybody's posting good news, I get happy because that means that the community is doing good. It means that the general opinion about XRP is doing good. And then in the end, it's also a lot more fun to upload content. And also, if you appreciate all the content that I give, make sure you press the like button right now down below. And make sure you also subscribe for more daily crypto content with a focus on the top 20 coins. What coin should I cover next? Let me know as well. Another little cool thing I found on Twitter was enjoy every moment with William Shatner. Quickly to check who he is. William Shatner, philanthropist, actor, producer, father and husband, and Canadian. My calendar, Bill's calendar, not political, be warned, my charity right there. William Shatner here has a frick ton of followers, and people were really happy that Justin Sun got a little bit of a partnership going on right there. Now, I actually could have read it up right here. And yeah, a lot of people are really happy that this is going on. Really quite happy. Even though Tommy Mustache tweeted that the I don't know what his name is anymore. Beam me up, Satoshi. And Satoshi says, aye, aye, Captain. And then you can see William Shatner here says, every coin is susceptible with a 51% attack. That was actually a meme quite a long time ago. Don't know how this surfaced just now. It's more pretty funny though. And so Justin Sun runs around paying famous people with his Tron. I hope his blockchain can scale and do something, which is of course another joke right there that they can't do anything. This is another little insider joke. Pretty funny. But yeah, in the end, guys, I'm pretty happy with all the results that we've been seeing. Pretty happy with XRP in general as well. I think they're doing really good for themselves, doing pretty well. And to my question that I stated earlier, the biggest question is going to be, when are you going to be selling it? And, is there actually any point to really selling it at all? Or will we just always stay with the same way of, holding XRP and using it to be buying things? And what should you hope for? Should you have a retirement plan? Should you, not worry about it at all? It's really difficult to say exactly what's the best thing. And that's also where I would always tell you to be a little bit creative. Make up your own opinion, do whatever you would like the most. If you really need the money, then use it. If you don't really need the money, then let it be. Just stack up. Because if you're positive with these prices, yeah, you're just gonna have more once you wait it out. And that's also the opinion of most people in the community. Duality here, I think, also meant to say that, just never sell your XP for US dollars or never sell your XP for another coin, because you're gonna regret it most likely. Maybe that's the point. If it wasn't, you guys know what I think about it. And here you can see a little poll. Should you sell your XRP? No. And then the other one, no, but in red. So it's all no. And in the end, it's the best opinion, according to me as well.